Good afternoon, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Mat Chat, and this is episode 360. You're probably wondering where the hell I've been for the past month. Well, I'm going to give you a little synapse on of what's been going on. I had gotten really sick to the point that I was bedridden. There was no way in hell that I could even be sitting here right now. And so sick that it took a whole month for me to get better. So I just had to step away. I took a sabbatical, and a lot of stuff was happening personally, and it was with me. It was with my man. It was with my kids and my family. So I had to, take the time to, take the time to take care of that, and then I was able to return. Um, I'm gonna try not to be on here that long today, but I wanted to address this whole situation. I had gotten really, really sick, and I had strep throat. I had double pink eye. I had a sinus infection. I had an earache. I was just depleted with energy. I just needed sleep, and I got the sleep. And I my man take took care of me, and I'm a very independent woman, but there was a time that I needed to fall, and he was there to catch me, which made me fall in love with him so much more. And I had I just had to take care of myself. So I'm hoping that you all are okay. And I'm sorry that I had to step away, but I have a newfound motivation, and I am going to be back at it. Um, I am trying to lessen my, with because I cover 5 shows on here, and I would love to split the two into 2 days. You get double of me during the week. I'm just trying to figure out that, like, where I could do, like, just WWE and just AEW to, lessen the burden. And then when I do WWE, I can then add the NXT component back in. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I have a lot going on with other platforms that I'm on. If you have forgotten, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, Cameo, and X, all Mel's Mat Chat. I am also on Snapchat and OnlyFans. You can follow me there with Real Mel's Mat Chat. Also on OnlyFans, it's a $5 thing, and you can see a little bit more spicy of Mel, of me. So go and check all that out. It's only $5 a month, and you get to see these lovely, lovely tatas. So yes, I've been slimming down. And if you notice, my hair is completely straight, and just my man loves my hair nice and straight. So I am just trying here. So yeah, that is what's been going on. I want to apologize for not being here. I just needed to take care of myself, and this was the best way for me to do it. I legitimately was bedridden, and for me to be that sick, I mean, I had to, take the time to get better, and I just needed the time away. And I have now a new motivation of new font of information, a new lease. I'm now more motivated than ever. And I'm just, again, still trying to figure out. I would like to split these in half so I'm not overwhelmed every Friday. I can probably, I'm thinking maybe do like all AEW on a Thursday evening, and then maybe, so because of right now of economically, I am not able to do the pay-per-views for AEW because of them costing $50. And I just can't afford that. But I'm gonna still, you know, still cover the Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. I still watch that, so it's not like I'm not going to be in the loop or anything. So what I'm thinking, Thursday nights, so I could do AEW, and then on probably Friday afternoons, I could do WWE, which helps me because then Friday would always be WWE. So when I'm doing a preview and predictions, you'll know what it'll be a lot easier for me to do. So I think beginning of December, I'm going to do that. Thursday nights are going to be AEW, which Friday night's going to start the new week of AEW. And you have Saturday, and then you have that. I will not be doing preview and predictions because I won't be watching the pay-per-views. I will know the results. I will know what went on and everything, but it wouldn't be fair for me to cover them knowing that I haven't watched it. And and I'm just being completely honest here. But I will be covering the shows on a Thursday. You'll get AEW Thursdays and WWE Fridays, and it just would be so much easier. And that's going to start taking place on the beginning of December, and I want to start it as soon as possible. So let me get my calendar out, and then we can move forward with that. I'm going to work on brand new thumbnails. I'm going to be working on that this month. So again, I'm not going to be covering the pay-per-views due to the fact that I won't be watching them. And I apologize for, I have financial difficulties right now. I'm trying to save money. It's Christmas time too. And I just want to give my son the best Christmas. So I can't really afford $50 for full gear, and then we have World's End the next month. That's $100, and I'm sorry. Tony Khan better get into this streaming situation because this is getting really ridiculous. So the beginning of December, which will be, let's get the calendar out. So basically, as of December 5th, which I will be making a Twitter thing, the whole nine, I will be posting it on here. Thursday, December 5th will be the start of AEW Thursdays. You'll get all your AEW review. You'll get everything on there. On Friday, you will get all your WWE fix. So then I can gauge of which is more prevalent. And then I can also gauge and figure out when I do preview and predictions. I don't have to do it on a Saturday. It'll always be on a Friday, even though if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. And I will also be picking up NXT PLEs. So, look for that. Because then I could do the preview and predictions legitimately that Friday. And I can then, which either in the Friday afternoon or Friday evening right after SmackDown. So Friday will always be WWE. So it doesn't matter if it's, main roster or NXT. It will always be Friday. But you will get the preview and predictions at the end, and I will give you my picks, and that's it. And when I'm doing what is it called? AEW Thursday. If there's a pay-per-view coming up, I'm still gonna give you my freaking 2 cents on it when it comes to giving my picks on the matches. That's not gonna stop me, even though I'm not gonna cover it. I'm still going to give you my 2 cents. Please, best believe that. So I think it'll just be a lot easier for me, and I won't have to worry about it as much. And I can then, I don't have a pay-per-view, I can legitimately do it early in the morning on Friday, and I don't have to worry about anything, So basically Thursdays it will be AEW. So at the beginning of the show, we're gonna do Rampage until it's gone into Collision, and then we're gonna end up with Dynamite on WWE. We're gonna start with SmackDown, because when to get you ready for, we're going to start there. We're going to get the last previous week's SmackDown. Then we're going to go to Monday, and then we're going to go to Tuesday, and then get you set up for SmackDown. Or I could do it the way that or a different way, but I think my way is going to be the best off. So we're not going to spend too much time here. I'm just going to give you the gist of Raw, SmackDown from last week. We're going to go into Rampage. We're going to go into Collision, and then Dynamite, and then I'm going to get you out of here. It's very simple today. I am not going to be very, deep in the deep end. It's a nice way, treading the water and getting back and easing everything into it. And then before you know it, December is going to be coming around, and we're going to be on the new schedule, and it'll be less of an overwhelming situation for me. But a lot has been going on in WWE and AEW. Let's quickly talk about it. WWE has announced that they have this independent program. It's WWE ID, and basically they've taken some schools that they teach you how to wrestle and whatnot. So they've taken some of the schools and they put it under this umbrella to basically have almost like the NFL. Like WWE is going to send people to these training schools to see who can hack it in the performance center. And then they are going to get offered an opportunity to be able to come to the performance center and then train and then be able to graduate to get on NXT. I find that great because we're going to have Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory. We're going to have Seth Rollins' Black and Brave Academy. The Knox from Rikishi, Reality of Wrestling, Booker T, and so much more. So I'm pretty stoked about this. It's gonna expose me to other professional wrestlers, and in my opinion, we need to sign Richard Holiday from MLW, and he needs to be here. And I think he would fit perfectly there. I'm just pissed off that MJF hasn't stepped up to the plate and tried to get him a job, because he was in the Dynasty in MLW. So I'm kind of pissed off that he hasn't went to bat for him. And we've known that he's had leukemia or some sort of cancer. And I think that's bullshit that MJF is not helping him. But he can go here, there, and everywhere and not, try to get his boys to be able to eat, if you know what I mean. I also want what was the other one I wanted? Oh shit. There's Myron Reed. There is I would love to have House of Glory be under this, be working with WWE. I would love so much. I'm really, really gung-ho about this. So for all the potential people who are going to possibly be taking place on this, congratulations. And now you have that extra, head start situation. And this is going to be very tricky with the Nightmare Factory, due to the fact is that at one point they were the feeder sister for AEW. So this is going to be some sort of a conflict of interest with QT Marshall. And I don't know what's going to go on here. Even his brother Dustin also helps out. So this is going to be a conflicting of interest. So it's going to be very great. It's going to be very interesting to see who is going to come out of there and who's going to benefit and everything like that. Because basically they were using that as a feeder system for AEW. So this is going to be an interesting chain of events. Let's see what else. As everybody well known, this Wednesday everybody woke up to a new president, and it's not Madam President, it's WWE Hall of Famer, the 45th and the future 47th president of these United States, Donald J. Trump. He is now going to be our president. Um, I know I've never made this a political situation, but now, since I don't care anymore and I don't give a fuck, um, I voted for him. And I'm not a racist. I know my rights. I know I'm a woman, and I know that whatnot. Nothing happened for when he was in office for in the 4 years that he wasn't. So I shouldn't have a problem. I didn't have a. I didn't have. I had more of a problem under Biden than anything else. But I voted for him, and I need to make money, and I need to support myself, and you know he's going to get me to the promised land. We had a great turnout for NXT. They had their own Extreme Rules. The setup was great. I watched uh, Halloween Havoc. I've been watching, so I've been freaking keeping an eye on everything. The whole thing with the bloodline, the whole thing with what's going on with Judgment Day and Rhea Ripley being hurt with her cracked orbital bone, everything. I've seen what happened with Baron Corbin, Tegan Knox, and Indy Hartwell. They've been released. So I've been keeping up with things. It's not like I haven't, because I've been sick. What have I been doing? I've been bedridden. So it's either me sleeping or watching TV or on my phone. I have three fucking choices to keep me busy, or to, just pass the time while I'm sick. So, um, let's see what else. AEW has a new world champion. Brian Danielson is kind of on semi-retirement, so that is that. Um, if you think I'm going to speak on about the freaking As the World Turns with Brie Garcia and her soon-to-be ex-husband, not a fucking chance in hell. She kind of deserves what she gets, because I don't think he fucking hit her. And once it comes to light, I hope what he's getting blackballed, I hope that he gets everything and then some, and she gets blackballed. And that means sleeping with John Cena was a waste of fucking time. And it's called karma. Karma's a bitch. And I love that shit. Yeah, I've been watching what's going on. The lack of people at Dynamite and Collision and Rampage is ridiculous, and it's only because of Tony Khan. And I've been right about this whole situation the entire time. Basically, Tony Khan is playing the most expensive version of 2K24. That's basically about it, because he keeps signing WWE guys. I mean, look, they have the Hurt Syndicate. What a fucking real original idea. So basically, this is what my perception of this whole situation with them doing this. They're going to copy and paste, basically. What was working in WWE, they're going to bring it over to AEW and try to get it to work under their terms. Is it going to work? No, it never works. You can't do that. You need to come up with your own ideas. That is a conception that WWE had. You're just putting in a fucking different color lipstick on a piece of shit. I also watched Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel, I didn't like at all. The only thing I will remember is the fucking bloodline situation. That's it. I won't go back and watch this, and I am glad that we are now on the road to War Games, which is will be on November 30th, literally 2 days right after Thanksgiving. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm wondering who are going to be in the cage for War Games. So Again, I've been watching, and I'm looking forward to all of that. I have been on a kick of cranberry juice. It's the greatest thing to drink. Other, it's really like I got the one with low sugar, and it's delicious. Delicious. Makes me want to drink more. If you can't tell, I'm starting to thin out and everything. I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm still getting to where I need to be. So, um, who would have thunk? Fucking NXT goes to Wednesday night one time after them being switched from Wednesday to Tuesday, and they beat NXT AEW. What a fucking shocker, honestly. So yeah, there's a lot. They've been thankfully that we're going to be, um hopefully settling in with WWE. They can then get their stories back up because it's had a little bit of a lull because of fucking Saudi Arabia, but hopefully everything is back to being up to par, and now we can start building. And basically after this, unofficially in my eyes, it's WrestleMania season. We've got also a quick roadblock with Saturday night's main event coming next month. So we've got to, start, doing our thing and getting everything um, uh, going for WrestleMania. So that is that. Um, I am not going to promote HOG because I really don't know what's going on with that. I know they're having a Chicago show. I believe it's in January. So if you want, just go get your tickets and go get all the information on hogwrestling.net. But I still am going to promote my go-tos. Please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. They are doing some really great things for the community. They have really great products, and they have righteous merch. So go check it out. If you want to keep your beard tight and fresh, go check out Maestro Classics. If you want to kill your thirst and you want to murder it, do yourself a favor. Get the artillery to murder your thirst. It's liquid death. You got water, salsa water, iced tea. You got power packs to make it into a sports drink. You've got apple cider. You've got vanilla fudge or like a chocolate fudge drink. You got all of that. Go check it out. You won't regret it, and then you'll have the artillery to murder your thirst. I'm a coffee aficionado, and I like to, and I love drinking coffee. My favorite, the top of the top, the creme of the creme, is Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Go visit the website for all your coffee essentials and sample the world's strongest caffeinated coffee with the lowest acidic rate. So go to deathwishcoffee.com. And the holidays are coming up, so get them for gifts. So HOG is doing their thing in Chicago, so go check out all the information on hogwrestling.net. Now, I know that there was like I think there was a taping on for SmackDown last week, so I'm just gonna quickly run down everything. I really didn't take so many notes. I just did a very synapse of everything. I'm gonna give you a full thing of Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage, and then I'm gonna get you out of here. This is my tiptoe back into the deep end. So it's hopefully I could get this under about an hour and a half because my man is here and I would like to spend the rest of the Friday with him and snuggle with him and do wifey things. So let's get this party started. Okay. Monday Night Raw was taped because they were basically going to be over. They were taped because of They were over at Saudi Arabia, and for the first time ever, they actually got the Monday Night Raw. And I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to do that, which I'm so totally happy for them getting that. So it was really exciting to have that happen for them and whatnot. So, but let's do the taping from SmackDown last week because they had to go. They were already over at Saudi Arabia. So, um, we have the results from SmackDown. The episode of SmackDown served as a go-home show for Crown Jewel, setting the stage for upcoming preview live event. The Street Profits defeated Pretty Deadly. Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair, Lash Legend, and Piper Niven. WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax had a heated face-off. Jax cut a promo vowing to claim the title. This prompted Liv and Dom to confront her, with Liv dismissing Jax's ego, saying she thinks she's special, but she's not. Sweetheart. If Dwayne wanted to, she'd be on your show taking your title. All right, Liv, please, for fuck's sake. And honestly, I'm getting to kind of dig Nia Jax. I know it's a shocking situation. So then Liv Morgan stood confidently, reminding Nia Jax that she knows what it takes to be a champion and win, especially since she defeated Nia Jax the last time they faced off. Liv boldly declared, if anyone's going to be champion, it's going to be Liv Morgan, which she unfortunately won. Liv Morgan reminded everyone she knows what it takes to be champion, having already defeated Nia Jax in their last encounter. Tiffany Stratton interrupted, declaring it's Tiffy time, is coming to Crown Jewel and teasing a potential cash-in. However, Tiffany admitted she hasn't decided who she's to target yet. She jokingly asked if cashing in on Liv would mean Dominic Mysterio would come along, saying she could use a little dirty in her life. Liv shot back, saying Tiffany already seems to have enough dirty. The exchange ended with Tiffany striking Liv. Nick Aldis appeared as the ring crew was making changes, announced that Tiffany Stratton would face Liv Morgan right now. Liv Morgan defeated Tiffany Stratton with a pinfall, but Nia Jax attacked Morgan afterward, leaving her laid out. Naomi and Bayley picked up the win against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso came out for a promo. Jimmy urged Roman to squash the beef with Jey Uso, saying he had already made peace and was asking Roman to do the same. He warned that if they aren't united, they'll lose at Crown Jewel. That was when the match was kind of announced. Before Roman could respond, Jey Uso interrupted. Jey said he took his fight to get back at Solo and admitted the family isn't fully healed. He confessed it's hard just to stand next to them after everything they put him through, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Still, Jey showed up because that's what family does. With Roman listening silently, Jey declared that he stands as Roman's equal, and all three of them can stand together as equals, running things like they did before. Jey warned, Jey warned that if he's shown any disrespect, he is gone. He told Roman to either act like family or stand together at Crown Jewel or walk away. Roman took the mic and paused for a moment and said, yeet. All three raised their arms in solidarity and united. And then we went to the last match, which was a tag team match. It was Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton defeated Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. So that was pretty much the entire SmackDown in a nutshell. They also announced that the road to WrestleMania will be having a lot of Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns over in Europe. Congratulations, you guys over there, to deserve it. You're hungry for this. I'm looking forward to seeing if they're sold out. They're probably, I'm going to say 98%, they're all going to be sold out, but you guys deserve it because you've worked your ass off to keep getting this. And I'm hoping WrestleMania at Wembley. I'm hoping. Let's get that hashtag, WrestleMania at Wembley. WrestleMania at Wembley. Let's do this. So, and then we could do a little bit of Q2 with all the others like Raw, SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, and a PLE for NXT. You get it all, baby. So Raw was taped in Saudi Arabia because so I thought that was a smart idea, honestly. So I thought that was the smart idea to keep and do Raw there instead of rushing everybody back to potentially probably barely get. So it was just a relaxation, and it somehow came off on the ring that people were able to get adequate rest, and it just bolsters the relationship between WWE and Saudi Arabia and the Prince. I didn't like that they got to keep those beautiful titles, and the winners got the rings, but that's neither here or there. So Raw started off with Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Dominic Mysterio make their entrance. Liv takes the mic, announces the end of Liv Morgan's revenge tour. She addresses Rhea's injury, confirming that she won't return, and the crowd breaks into "We Want Rhea" chants. Liv declares herself the greatest women's champion of all times. Because you fucking bitch. You fucking had how many fucking the Motley Crew? You can't get it done on your own. When Liv was a fucking heel, she never needed people to do shit. She was a true heel. You are a coward, just like the Miz. You're not going to be taken legitimately. Sorry, your title was really, you were in the right place at the right time. Now we need to get it over. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is, but we got to get the title off of you. Dominic attempts to speak, but the fans drown him in the booze. Great. Just as he starts, Jade Cargill's music hits, followed by Bianca Belair's. The arena erupt at EST chants. Grabbing the mic, Bianca points out that Judgment Day wasn't the only faction to leave Crown Jewel with gold. Liv interrupts, reminding they are celebrating. She calls out Bianca and Cargill for pretending to be allies, claiming their bond is only held together by the tag team titles. Bianca then challenges Liv and Raquel to a match on Raw. Adam Pearce steps in, shutting down the idea we're not kicking off Monday Night Raw in that way. He states that Liv mocks Bianca, but Pearce interjects with an announcement for her. A battle royal will determine Liv's next challenger. He confirms the tag team champions will compete in it, and it begins now. So we had for the battle royal for the tag team championships, Unholy Union makes their way to the ring, followed by Maxine Dupree, Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, Ivy Nile, Katana Chance, Zelina Vega, Natalia, Lyra Valkyria. The bell sounds, and the mat. Oh, and it's not the tag team; it's for the women's championship. Sorry. Every time someone eliminated, the crowd sang and waved goodbye. The battle royal reaches an intense climax as the final four competitors, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Lyra Valkyria face off. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are eliminated after Liv Morgan got involved, leaving Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria as the last two standing. The crowd roars in anticipation as Io and Lyra lock eyes, ready for a fierce showdown to determine the next challenger for Liv Morgan's title. Io Sky outmaneuvers Lyra by suplexing her off the ring apron to claim the victory, and emerge as the next challenger for Liv Morgan's championship. Io Sky chants erupt after her victory, which I'm thrilled about. This is a way for her to break out and get her own spotlight, and I'm so glad for this, honestly. I like my hair straight, but it's like I'm constantly playing with it. Sorry. A backstage segment features Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, but suddenly cuts to the Wyatt Six footage. Shows that Miz taped up after last week kidnapping, pleading with Bo Dallas, insisted he's not with the Final Testament. The Miz looked desperate, says, "This is just one big misunderstanding." Bo Dallas leans in, laughing maniacally. He tells The Miz, "We don't want the Final Testament. We want you." Now, I want to give you a little history lesson. Let me just take a sip. Hold on. The Fiend went after The Miz. So this is like really long-term booking if you really think about it. So Bo then tapes Miz mouth shut again, leaving him taped and helpless. Bo Dallas sends a cryptic message before Uncle Howdy runs up from behind before the scene cuts out. The War Raiders are shown confronting the Judgment Day, teasing a possible world title opportunity in the future. And it should be at War Games. Get the theme here? War Games, War Raiders. Not that hard. War Raiders defeated the New Day after hitting the jumping clothesline after coming off the ropes. Sami Zayn is making his way out now. Sami's promo interrupted by Jey Uso. Fans are way behind Jey with a massive yeet chant. At one point, Jimmy comes out during the promo segment and fans start chanting Sami Uso. And I'm telling you, this is a payback for all the fucking times that he fucking made them break character. So paybacks are a bitch, but it's a really good way. It's like, hey, you fucking got me to break character, you motherfucker. I'm gonna make you fucking goddamn want to ball your eyes out and be so sentimental about it. And I love that. That it was really good. After the segment, the Usos left the ring together to go to the back. Dragon Lee faces off against Chad Gable, who enters to loud "You suck" chants from the crowd as the match begins. The chants continues, adding intensity to the opening moments. Dragon Lee takes an early control, dazzling the audience with the high-flying moves and keeps Gable on the defense. Dragon Lee got a "This is awesome" champ, connecting with a drop kick in the corner. Gable. Dragon Lee secures the win after Rey Mysterio ran out to the ring side and Gable was distracted. Um, I really would like to have Kurt Angle needs to get American Made or whatever it's called under his tutelage. We go to there was a backstage segment with Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Number one contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship: Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio versus Sheamus. Damian ended up getting the pinfall on Dominic after hitting the South of Heaven. The match saw interference from Bronson Reed when he was attacked Seth Rollins and put him through a table. After the match, Gunther came out to confront Damian. The two stare down as Raw went off the air. Perfect the way everything is. And I think this match, I would actually save it for Saturday night's main event because Damian Priest is from New York, I believe. So I think because we have a very big presence of having Puerto Rican heritage here, I think we should save it for here and have him win it back. Gunther does not need it, honestly. Because I know for a fact that there's unfinished business with Finn and Damian. And that is that with that. So we're gonna go on to last week's not dynamite. Fuck. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know why I have that out. Sorry. But we are going to be in for either a treat tonight because we're going to have Sami Zayn come to SmackDown and we're going to be furthering that. And it was told this morning that Lance Anoa'i. No, it's Lance on hold on. I think it's Lance Anoa'i. I'm gonna just double check because I'm legitimately I can't keep these fucking Anawais or Fatus um straight here. This is insane. Oh, God. Lord. Give me 1 minute though. I think it's either Lance or God, I hate this. Really, really freaking hate this. That I'm doing a brain fart right now. And I can't keep these freaking goddamn yeah. Oh, this is gonna piss me off today. I'm gonna do it this way because I know for a fact that one of the Anawai guys or Fatus at this point. Oh, this is insane. News WWE. Thank you. Yeah, I was right. I should have never doubted myself. Lance Hawaii has joined and joins NXT. So another fucking Samoan. They're gonna change this fucking goddamn promotion to from WWE to the just Samoan Federation. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Rampage from last Friday. We had the first match: JD Drake, Beef, and the Butcher versus LFI. Motros and JD Drake start. JD lays in some chops, but Motros somehow pops up into a Samoan drop. tag to Roosh, and Roosh does Roosh things on the outside of the ring. Roosh brings Drake back in the ring and lays some heavy chops as LFI makes quick tags and isolates Drake. Roosh teases the bull horns before stopping short and kicking Drake in the face. PIP time, baby, running of Avalanche in the corner by Roosh, but Roosh welcomes Drake to drop him back, and Drake oblige. Double A Spinebuster by Drake, and Beef gets the tag. Beef clears the ring and sends a Jurlistico over the top to Montrose. Beef lays into Roosh with some straight right hands and a big haymaker. Running clothesline in the corner by Beef and a bulldog out of the corner. Butcher is now with a big back suplex. Beef goes up top from Kentucky meat shower, but Jalistico chops the leg out. Chop block to Drake from Montrose. Springboard lung blower from Jalistico to Butcher, and a cannonball in the corner by Mostro. Bull's horns by Roosh, and that one's over. So LFI picks up the victory. Stokely is with Renee, and Stokely is the sure reason why Private Party are tag team champions. A women's match. Do I care about the women's division in AEW? No. What I saw on Tuesday, absolutely I'm interested in that. That's some good shit. Renee was we had Taya Valkyrie versus Deonna Purrazzo. Blue Thunder by Taya Valkyrie, leg lace curb stomp Benito, and the winner is Taya Valkyrie. Deonna, sweet baby girl. How does it feel to basically not try to go back to WWE? Look what they're doing in NXT. You could have been a real fucking goddamn pivotal person in there. You could have been the woman to possibly take the title off of Roxanne Perez, but you went to AEW. Why? You were under the old man. You would have never had this problem with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Renee is with Taya and Deonna, and here comes Stokely. Stokely tells Taya that Zoe Lynn has been telling people all these girls do is eat meatballs and chit chat. Taya gets incensed, runs back out of the ring, and beats Zoe before curb stomping her on the entrance. Taya thinks about doing it again, but Deonna makes her think about it. Match 3, another women's match. Queen Aminata versus Layla Gray. Sorry, can't even talk today. Sorry. Headlock takeover by Amata, but Gray head scissors her way out. Snap suplex by Amata we reset. Gray ducks another under a clothesline and gets back slide for a 2. Clothesline by Anamanata for 2. Series of elbows and a basement drop kick by Gray only gets a 1 count. Gray looks for a pedigree, but Amata counters with a running air raid crash for a 2. Double leg armbar by Amata, and she bends Gray completely over before sending a dragon sleeper. Gray gets to her feet. And Aminata hits another snap suplex. Gray ducks a kick in the corner and hits a rising knee, followed by a running bulldog for a 2 count. Amata runs into a boot and a big back elbow. Blockbuster off the middle rope by Gray gets a 2. Gray hits a rope and runs into a double axe handle. Amata traps legs and locks in a seated armbar, almost a neck crank move. Gray taps. And Amata picks up the victory. We have match 4. We have Top Flight and Action Andretti versus the Dark Order. The people that are trying to make sure that fucking John Moxley and his crew doesn't do any more damage to AEW. If this doesn't have Shane McMahon at the end of it, I don't give a fuck. Plain and simple. Dante backflips over Uno and counters a back suplex into a DDT. Andrade gets the tag and follows Uno to the floor with an Arabian press. Running pump kick, Dante and a German suplex by Silver. European uppercut by Uno and a dreaded back break. Quick tag by Dark Order as we go to a full commercial. Back from break, and Andrade misses a springboard 450 splash, but connects with a Falcon Arrow for a 2. Uno comes in and delivers a big boot to Andrade, but Darius sends Uno to the outside. Argentine net breaker with an assist by Top Flight. 2 count. Something evil by Evil Uno to Andrade. Silver and Reynolds connect with their combo on Darius, but somehow only get a 2 count. All 3 Dark Order members are in the ring looking for a pendulum bomb, but Reynolds' injured ribs wouldn't allow it. Drop kick by Darius to Uno and a tag to Andrade, who comes with a springboard crossbody. Andrade attacks the injured ribs of Reynolds, but Dante grabs him and says, "This isn't what we do." Uno breaks up the argument with a big boot. Andrade is back with Reynolds taking off the rib tape. Andrade sends Reynolds' rib first into the steel ring post. Split-legged moonsault by Andrade gets the win, and Action Andrade and Top Flight pick up the win. And that is that. We are going to go to Collision. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm burping today. Collision was coming from the Lacora Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tony Schiavone welcomed the brand new AEW World Tag Team Champions Private Party to the ring. The other teams in the division were standing by. The fans chanted, "You deserve it." Isaiah Cassidy, at the beginning of the year, we came in and said, "New year, new champs." It may have taken us a long time, but Philly, we did it. Mark Quinn, Young Bucks, we want to say thank you for making us earn this. Every time we get in the ring with you, we've gotten better. And now we have the belts to prove it. Cassidy, we are willing to defend these championships against anybody and everybody. FTR and Private Party began shoving one another. Truth Magnum, guys, we're here to celebrate a 5-year journey of Private Party. Turbo Floyd. The sign outside doesn't say FTR. It doesn't say Private Party. It says AEW. We're the best tag team wrestle. Oh, this fucking moniker is kicking my ass. Seriously, people, come on. Now we're doing this? For fuck's sake. Oh my God. Cassidy, you're damn right. This party is never going to end because everybody knows there ain't no party like a private party, and that ain't no flex. Renee Paquette was backstage with the Acclaim. Bowen's Private Party, congratulations, but we are the best tag team to do it in this company, and we're coming after you. Caster, everybody knows we lock up. There's only one outcome because everybody loves the Acclaim, and MVP begging us to be in the Hurt Syndicate. As far as our answer to that is, I don't know. Since last Friday was Dia de los Muertos. I mean, it's Day of the Dead. So, of course, they're going to do some sort of theme for Thunder Rosa. So this was the Day of the Dead match. Thunder Rosa versus Harley Cameron. Rosa rocked Cameron with a drop kick through the ropes. Thunder Rosa whacked Cameron in the garbage whacked Cameron with a garbage pail lid. Thunder Rosa walked the guardrail, but Harley Cameron yanked her down. Back in the ring, Harley and Thunder Rosa traded running lariats. Thunder Rosa blasted Harley with a lung blower. Thunder Rosa set two steel chairs side by side. Harley smashed a pinata over Thunder Rosa's head. Harley suplexed Thunder Rosa through a board that Thunder Rosa set up on the two chairs. Thunder Rosa cracked a chair over Harley's back. Thunder Rosa put a trash can over Cameron's head and walloped Harley Carmen with kicks. Thunder Rosa used the table as a rampway, ran up it, and drop kicked Harley, who still had the trash can over her head. Thunder Rosa covered Cameron and scored a pin. This is her 16th win here in 2024. Spectacular win for Thunder Rosa, said Tony Schiavone. Now, what I am thinking because of this, because of the way she's been treated and the way everything has come out, I believe Mariah May is just holding the title for Thunder Rosa. And somehow, some way, we're going to get maybe Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker again. And then by then, maybe we're going to go and revisit this whole thing with Britt Baker and Mercedes. And that's the way I think of it. If it happens, this is where you heard it first. Lexi Nair interviewed the Undisputed Kingdom when the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer and Ring of Honor World TV Champion The Machine Brian Cage interrupted. Cage and Archer told them to stand back so they could show them what a real tag team does. The Proto Star Kyle Fletcher versus Commander with Alex Abrahantes. Fletcher pump kicked Commander and start the match. Kyle hoisted up Commander and hurled him down with a body slam. Kyle tied up Commander in the turnbuckle in the Tree of Woe and kicked him repeatedly. Commander caught Kyle with a crucifix bomb for a near fall. Commander took down Fletcher with a sliced bread off the top of the rope. Fletcher fired back with a tope suicida. Fletcher punted Alex Abrahantes in the head. Commander flipped off the top rope with a beautiful moonsault on to Fletcher. Commander stunned Fletcher with a Spanish fly for a near fall. Commander tried for another moonsault, but Fletcher countered with boots to Commander's face. Fletcher planted Commander with a Aussie bomb, but Commander kicked out at the counter too. Commander countered with a Tiger Driver. Commander went for a Poison Rana and spiked Fletcher on the arena floor. The fans chanted, "This is awesome." Kyle Fletcher is in trouble, said Tony Schiavone. Commander splashed Fletcher with a moonsault for a near fall. Commander charged at Fletcher, but Fletcher decked Commander with a lariat. Fletcher got his legs and kicked out from underneath him, and Commander drilled Fletcher with a top rope. Co-red. Commander walked the top rope moonsault onto Fletcher on the arena floor. Commander walked the ropes again, but Kyle kicked them, causing Commander to lose his balance. Fletcher planted Commander with a brainbuster on the top turnbuckle, pinned Commander. After the match, Kyle grounded and pounded Commander. Mark Davis ran down to the ring, got into Fletcher's face, daring Fletcher to hit him. Fletcher left the ring, not wanting a piece of Mark Davis. It's going to be the next match. TBS champion Jack Perry, and it's not TBS champion, TNT champion. A lot has changed these days, some for the better and some remains to be seen. Daniel Garcia interrupted. Garcia, "Hey, Jack, don't be scared. I just want to talk." Perry, "Everything you believe in, I've already believed. This is my dream. I gave everything to you because I loved it and needed it and turned its back on me or just the same. But I see now for what it really is. You still think there's good and bad. You're afraid to be the person you have to be. You're afraid to sacrifice everything you love, and that's why you're not ready." Don Callis family. The Murder Hawk Lance Archer with the Machine Brian Cage, Ring of Honor World TV Champion, versus Sean Smith and Joe Keys. Cage steamrolled Smith. Keys, he suplexed Keys and tagged in Archer. Lance Archer splashed Keys with a running elbow in the corner. Lance leveled Keys with a lariat. Lance blasted Smith with a boss man slam. Cage suplexed Smith from the outside of the ring and back into it. Archer choked slam Keys. Cage and Archer hit their powerbomb slam combo, and Cage pinned Sean Smith. Cage and Archer are a definite threat to the new tag team champions, said Tony Schiavone. Cage and Archer continued to punish Smith and Keys after the match until the Undisputed Kingdom sprinted to the ring with steel chairs, clearing the ring of Archer and Cage. Kyle O'Reilly was watching on the monitor backstage. Lexi Nair was backstage with A.R. Fox. Nick Wayne, Mother Wayne, and Kip Sabian interrupted. Nick Wayne said he learned from Christian Cage to always hold grudge, and not a lot has changed since A.R. Fox jumped him in his wrestling school. A.R. Fox said he wrestled Nick Wayne next week on Collision. Much better. I had the damn thing that was sucking the bottom of it. Chris Statlander was backstage. Chris Statlander, Mercedes, I'm so sorry I crushed your brick house on Dynamite. But if you are what you say you are, me coming for your TBS title at Full Gear should be no big deal. You're afraid because you know what I'm locked in. And the title is you. Be prepared to prove your worth. Now, if she's anything of a moneymaker, she should put both titles, that title and the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Put your money where your mouth is, bitch. AEW World Champion Jon Moxley came out with Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta. Moxley, we are live in Philadelphia, the home of Orange Cassidy, who in 3 weeks is going to cut his head off the snake and win the AEW World Championship at Full Gear. Orange Cassidy wants to be the king. Well, he's got the right idea, but it's not that simple. The game has already begun. The question is whether or not you can ever make it to Full Gear. Your body and your mind intact. Orange Cassidy brings the AEW World Championship home to Philadelphia. Wouldn't that be something for all to be proud of? I cut my teeth here. I know what kind of person it takes to make it in Philadelphia. People of unshakable character. People like Wheeler Yuta. People who do their job like Wheeler Yuta. I would do anything for this kid. Wheeler Yuta understands putting your ego aside for the mission. He knows what it's like to fight for something bigger than yourself. He's a Philadelphia hero. Action Andretti walked to the ring. Action, I cannot stand to listen for another second. You're out here calling Wheeler Yuta a hometown hero. He's not. He is not what Philadelphia represents. I'm not about talking. I'm about action. I came out here and I'm by myself. I came here to throw hands with any single one of you. What's up? The bastard Pac blindside Action Andretti in the ring. So basically it was like a beatdown. So we go into the match with they had a match, Action Andretti and the bastard Pac. Pac applied a side headlock to Action. Action countered a reversal with a back elbow. Action dropkick Pac. Action flipped over the top rope with a tope con hero onto Pac. Action hit a flurry of offense followed by a Falcon Arrow on Pac for a near fall. Yuta distracted the ref while Marina whacked Action with in the leg with a steel case. Pac suplex action Andretti. Pac looked on the brutalized, locked in the brutalizer in the center of the ring. Action tapped out. Pac wouldn't break the hold. Orange Cassidy walked out. Orange, I love Philadelphia. Remember when I fell through the times and when you fell through the times and slept on my couch? I had a roommate named Chuck Taylor. Remember him, Wheeler? The Wheeler I'm looking at is not the Wheeler I remember. The person in that ring now thinks John Moxley cares about you. He doesn't care about you. He's using you. I need to show everyone that John Moxley is not the man he says he is. In 2 weeks at Full Gear, I bring the old Wheeler back, old Wheeler Yuta back. I bring the old AEW. I beat John Moxley. I become the next AEW World Champion. Moxley slapped Yuta and told Yuta to go get Orange Cassidy. Wheeler grabbed a steel chair and approached Orange Cassidy. Orange put his hands in his pocket and dared Wheeler. Wheeler was conflicted. Orange pulled away the steel chair and clobbered Wheeler with an orange punch. Lexi Nair interviewed Don Callis' family, AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita, and Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher, I am tired of talking about Ospreay and Davis. I want to look to the future. Our future looks like gold. And Private Party, congratulations on those championships. But I think it's time Takeshita and I jump back into the tag team division. Leo Rush versus Arya Daivari. Wow, Tony, you fucking throw out Ricochet to where the fuck is he? You sign all these people, you throw them out for the first 6 weeks, and then you fucking put them in your fucking back pocket. Sounds like Vince McMahon. Daivari attacked Leo Rush in a hot start. Leo rolled up Ari for near fall. Leo connected with a flurry of offense, including a Falcon Arrow, but Arya kicked out at the count of 2. Leo rocketed out of the ring with a tope to Woods. Leo followed up with a second tope, this time to Mark Sterling. Daivari drilled Leo Rush with a DDT in the ring. Leo fired back with a springboard into a cutter. Leo frog splashed Daivari and picked up the pinfall. Lexi Nair was backstage with M&M Collection and Johnny TV. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. John Morrison, John Hannigan, took the release of him and went to AEW. I believe he needs to go back to WWE. He's being used like this, or go to TNA for fuck's sake. So Johnny, Lexi, fashion saves more lives than doctors. And last week I had to make a trip to the ER. I've been doing this for a long time, and you boys have it. Mansoor, we are the gift that keeps on giving. Johnny, if you ever want to collab, slide into my DMs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please, for the love of God, Jesus, take the wheel. Undisputed Kingdom, Roderick Strong versus Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor jabbed away at Roderick. MJF was watching on the monitor with his smug look. Roddy got his head of steam and kicked Taylor between the ropes. Taylor grabbed Roddy and rocked at him with a shoulder breaker. Taylor knocked Roddy out of the ring with a headbutt. Roddy dodged a leg drop on the apron. Strong jumped off the apron with a flying forearm to Shane Taylor. Strong looked down Taylor with a running lariat in the ring. Roddy hoisted up Shane and planted him with a right angle slam. What an incredible show of will by Roderick Strong, living up to his name Strong, said Tony Schiavone. I swear this company is pissing me off. I loved it years 1 and 2. Now, not so much. Taylor chokeslammed Roddy and followed up with a splash for a near fall. Roddy rocked Taylor with a jumping knee strike and pinned Taylor. That is a knockout blow, said Nigel. AEW Women's World Championship match. The Glamour, Mariah May versus Anna Jay. My, has this title have fallen. Anna Jay nailed Mariah with a flipping neckbreaker. Mariah chopped Anna Jay, then ground and pound the challenger. Mariah blasted Anna with a shotgun drop kick in the back. Anna flew out of the corner with a flying elbow and drop kicked of her own to the champion. Anna Jay caught Mariah with a backstabber for a near fall. She pinned Mariah before, and she could do it again right here tonight, said Tony Schiavone. Mariah drop-kicked Anna off the top rope. Mariah followed up with a side suplex. Mariah headbutted Anna Jay. Anna blocked on the Queen Slayer out of nowhere. Mariah escaped, rolled up Anna Jay, and scored the pin. Mariah is still the AEW World Women's Champion, said Tony Schiavone. And that was the main event. Seriously, this is funny. This is more funny than anything else, honestly. So we go to Dynamite, and then I'm going to get you out of here. So it's going to be very simple today. Dynamite was coming from the SNHU Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. Tony Schiavone brought out the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP to the ring. MVP, while I appreciate the introduction, Tony, I don't believe I need one. Attention, AEW audience. This is an official announcement from the Hurt Syndicate. You know me as MVP, and I'm joined by my business partners, Mr. Shelton Benjamin and the almighty Bobby Lashley. Our goal is to enrich lives of younger talent. We want to uplift the guys and help them realize their greatest potential. If I should offer you a Hurt Syndicate business card, that card is like your golden ticket to success. If you accept it, it can change your life. If you reject it, well, we put a beating on your life like we did Swerve. We really wanted to help elevate Swerve. We didn't want to make an enemy of Swerve, but he wanted to make an enemy out of us. Swerve Strickland stormed the ramp with a steel chair in his hand, being restrained by the referees. Swerve, Bobby Lashley, full gear, MVP. We'll see you there. Basically, how Bobby Lashley, I believe, is the way he's acting and the way he's coming across as a version of Paul Heyman. Sweetheart, you could carry around a phone. You could try to fucking do all of this. Nobody's fucking taking Heyman's place, honestly. We have an opening contest. Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus the Death Riders. Bastard Pac, Claudio Castagnoli, Orange came out by himself. Claudio and Pac approached the Orange on the ramp. Darby jumped off the top of the entrance stage at Claudio. Pac pumped kicked Orange in the face. Orange shoved Pac off the turnbuckles, and then Orange planted Pac with a diving DDT. Claudio ran and nailed Orange with a rib buster into a rib breaker and manhandling freshly squeezed. Claudio charged at Cassidy, but Cassidy dodged Claudio. Claudio's momentum sent him crashing into the steel ring post. Darby tagged in and nailed Pac with a coffin drop. Darby jumped towards Claudio, but Claudio plucked him out of midair. Claudio sent Darby flying with a back body drop, covering Darby for a near fall. Pac entered the fray, hit Darby with a German suplex. The Death Riders double teamed Darby in the corner. Pac blasted Darby with a brainbuster. Pac leveled Darby with a brainbuster from the top rope. Orange jumped in to break up the pin attempt. Orange grabbed a tag and bounced Pac headfirst off the top turnbuckle. Orange connected with a flying crossbody on Pac. Orange clobbered Claudio with a stun dog millionaire, while Darby drilled Claudio with a code red. Orange Cassidy spiked Pac with a DDT. Willa Yuta jumped into the ring, but Orange ducked him and Claudio with Orange punch. Marina Shafir jumped into the ring, kicking the ref out of the ring. Jon Moxley ambushed Orange, looking to put him to sleep. Darby whacked Moxley from behind with a skateboard. Darby and Pac hit Yuta with the skateboard. Darby was fighting off everybody, said Tony Schiavone. The numbers finally caught up with Darby, and Claudio hoisted Darby and threw him at the ring post. Mox, Pac, and Claudio triple teamed Orange in the ring, stomping a mud hole into him. The match was thrown out because Maria's interference. The conglomeration ran to the ring to even up the odds. Jon Moxley and the Death Riders retreated, but the damage had been done by Moxley and his crew. So we have a new name for this crew, and it's no longer the BCC. It's now called the Death Riders. Renee Paquette was backstage with Ricochet. Oh my God. I just said, where the fuck is he? And here we are. Asking for info on his mystery partner today. MVP, the Hurt signature interrupted. Ricochet, we talked already. MVP, we did. I just wanted to wish you good luck. Ricochet, all right, watch me work. MVP, we will. Fight Without Honor Trios match. Ring of Honor World Champion Nueve Chris Jericho, Big Bill and Brian Keith versus the Conglomeration, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii. That Forbidden Door it's getting more and more lame each and every fucking week. Speaking of Forbidden Door, Kenny Omega, I believe, will be at Wrestle Kingdom 19. Because they need to sell tickets. Ever since he's left, the ticket sales have gone down. That's the only reason why he's back in New Japan. And there was a possibility that WWE is looking at the Tokyo Dome. I dare them to run it. And at the end, call out New Japan. You want a real Forbidden Door? Let's do it. Tanahashi is going to be retiring, I think, next year, or I think this is his last. Wouldn't that be awesome? Really having his retirement with a possible fucking John Cena? Just announcing that would sell out fucking a crowd. But it's a pipe dream. So both teams began to brawl as the bell rang. Briscoe cracked Jericho over the head with an ROH World title belt. Jericho blocked Jay Diller on the apron by gouging Mark's eye. Ishii grabbed Jericho and back body dropped Jericho through a table on the arena floor. Briscoe catapulted off a steel chair and crashed onto Big Bill. Kyle clubbed Brian Keith, prepping him with right hands. Keith grabbed Kyle and pulled him off the apron, both men crashing through the wooden table. Big Bill chokeslammed Briscoe onto a ladder that was propped against the barricade. Big Bill booted Briscoe and Ishii in the head. Big Bill planted Kyle with a bossman slam. The conglomeration took Big Bill down. Took down Big Bill with a high low. Kyle smashed Big Bill with a jumping knee strike from the apron. Ishii dropped Jericho. Briscoe chopped Jericho. Keith cracked Briscoe with Ishii with a kendo stick. Keith climbed to the top turnbuckle. Big Bill and Kyle O'Reilly brawled through the arena backstage. Big Bill tried to choke slam Kyle off the road case, but Kyle applied the guillotine choke. They crashed through 2 tables below. The fans chanted, "This is awesome." Briscoe spiked Jericho with a J-Driller. Briscoe set up a table in the ring and put Jericho on it. Briscoe climbed to the top of a ladder and smashed Jericho with a froggy bow. Briscoe covered Jericho, but Brian Keith broke up the pin just in the nick of time. Ishii hit Jericho with a sliding lariat. The Stone Pitbull planted Jericho with a brainbuster and pinned Jericho. After the match, Ishii picked up the Ring of Honor World title and held it over his head. So I guess that's going to be at Full Gear. If I'm not mistaken. Moxley and the Death Riders are leaving the arena. Moxley stopped to address Darby and Orange in the camera. I would love to have fucking Renee interview John. Just for shits and giggles. She did it in WWE, so why can't she do it in AEW? Moxley, just so there's no confusion, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta doesn't owe you anything. Being a nice guy doesn't buy loyalty. Only a cause buys loyalty. Wheeler is a soldier under my command. Darby Allin, I had high hopes for you, but you are a disappointment. Maybe it's time for you to stop playing at the thing you want people to think you're seriously. Undisputed Kingdom, Adam Cole versus the House of Black, Malachi Black. You think they've faced each other? They've never faced each other. Yeah, they have. NXT, and I'm telling you, I really wish they were back there. This was nowhere near it. Black targeted a wrist on the upper body of Cole. Black took down Cole with an arm drag and continued to focus on Cole's left wrist. Cole injured Black and sent Black sternum first into the barricade. Black banished Cole with a knee strike. Black jumped off the apron, but Cole countered with a thrust kick, delivered some pinpoint accuracy. Cole stunned Black with a neck breaker across his knee. Cole caught Black with a destroyer. Black fired back with a knee to the jaw and covered Cole, but Cole kicked out of the count of 2. What a back and forth battle we are witnessing, said Excalibur. Cole was looking for to lower the boom, but Black countered with the end kick. Black covered Cole, and Cole manages to kick out. Black was shocked, and Cole kicked out of Black's best shot. I don't even remember what he was used to call it in WWE and in NXT. I don't remember, but I missed the name of it. The Black Mass. I missed that. Cole spiked Black with a Panama Sunrise. Black stared at Adam Cole. Cole dropped the boom with a knee strike and pinned Malachi Black. Malachi Black was defiant to the end, said Tony Schiavone. When Malachi realized he couldn't get back to his own feet, it was like he died on his own sword, said Nigel. Kyle O'Reilly was watching the match backstage on a monitor. Cole offered the hand to Black, but Black grabbed Cole and they embraced. Cole, who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? First of all, Malachi, you were one of the very best that I fought in my 16-year career. Thank you. But there's someone else I want to talk to, and his name is Max. That's 2 down, 1 to go. Roderick Strong still has to win 2 more matches. Trust me. I say we're going to Trust me, when I say we are going to win those matches, everyone is probably asking if I get 3 wins and Roddy gets 3 wins, what happens at Full Gear? I talked to Tony Khan and he said if we get 3 wins at Full Gear, it will be Adam Cole versus MJF and Adam and Roderick Strong in a triple threat match. And Max, you will be getting an ass kicking of a lifetime courtesy of the Undisputed Kingdom. I was about to say era, fuck me. MJF was watching from an undisclosed location and called someone on his phone. MJF, yeah, I need to pay attention. Need to pay someone a visit. Renee Paquette interviewed the Switchblade, Jay White. Jay White, Hangman, said, I had no idea what he was capable of at Full Gear. Hangman, Adam Page jumped at Jay White like a bat out of hell. Jay White attempted to fight back. Jay smashed Jay White into the barricade. Jay White was caught between the barricade. Page grabbed a steel chair, but Juice Robinson ran out to save Jay White. Hangman retreated. Jay White, hey, don't run away. I would love to know what you've going to do to me at Full Gear. I tell you what I'm going to do to you at Full Gear. I'm going to dismantle you and embarrass you at Full Gear. At Full Gear, the Hangman breeds with the Switchblade once more, and that leg will be your downfall once more. Maybe I'll be the first to make Hangman tap out. Renee was backstage with Chris Statlander to ask her about her match against TBS champion and New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion Mercedes Moné at Full Gear. The Brickhouse Camille tried to run over Chris with a SUV, but Camille missed, escaping serious injury. Chris grabbed Camille and got some revenge before retaliating against Mercedes, leaving both Camille and Mercedes on the pavement. Christian Cage came to the ring with Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, and Kip Sabian. Christian had security station on the ramp. Christian, the security is for everybody's protection. I want a chance to explain myself. Hook comes out here. When Hook comes out there. But I first want to welcome Kip Sabian to the Patriarch. Kip was just trying to get my attention, much like he's a farless loser just looking for some guidance. Kip Sabian had a foresight to realize if I signed this contract, the Death Riders would have interfered because Kip Sabian, I stand here as the next AEW World Champion, and in that moment, Kip, you're more than you're. In that moment, Kip, you did more for me than any of my other sons have ever done. I love you, Kip. Hook walked onto the ramp. Hook, whatever you have to say, make it good and make it fast because I don't have much patience. I've had the feeling here, pal. Christian, you're a wild card, Hook. You're the problem. You're a bull in a china shop. Hook, I need you. I need a son like you. But I had to make sure you could be disciplined. But I need to make sure you didn't have another voice in your ear, and that voice is Taz. So it was from a place of caring. I took your father out with a lead pipe. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you did a wrong thing, Christian. You just fucking oh, you don't know what you did. but he saw my face. Why didn't he just tell you that it was me? It was simple. Your father realized I could take you to heights that even he can't imagine. Your father got to the big leagues and hid at the announcer's table. Do you want to be like him or like me? Right now, I'm regretting my decision to not take things take things with Taz a little further because nobody cares if he's alive. I need you, Hook. I wish your father was dead. Hook charged through security, but the patriarch escaped. Hooked, daggered, stared daggers at Christian. Once, let's get this out of the way. Hook is a New Yorker. You don't fuck with a New Yorker. Alex Marvez was backstage with Don Callis interviewing him about the Machine Brian Cage and Lance Archer's dominant performance as of late. Callis, no more 50-50. Someone approached Don Callis and personally played a message from MJF on their iPhone. MJF had a mission for the Don Callis family. Callis looked at the envelope of cash and MJF's diamond ring and laughed as he walked off. Penelope Ford versus Jamie Hayter. Penelope ground and pounded Jamie Hayter. Hayter backdropped Penelope, planted her in the back of her neck. Penelope connected with a back handspring on an elbow strike. Penelope drop kicked Jamie for a near fall. Jamie dodged a moonsault attempt. Hayter hit a brainbuster. Penelope ducked and cut her and countered with a matrix stunner. Penelope has not lost a step, said Nigel. Hayter drilled Penelope with a Haterade, wiping Penelope out and pinning her. Who fucking cares at this point? Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet and a mystery partner. Ricochet, you two morons made a mistake the moment you allowed me to pick anyone in the AEW as my tag team partner. And I did. Some digging. As of October 4th of this year, a certain someone contacted the Don Callis family has expired. He's upset because he feels he forgot about him. Let me introduce you to my partner, Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Both teams began to brawl. Takeshita and Fletcher got bulldozed by Hobbs. Takeshita dropped Ricochet with a big elbow strike. Hobbs booted Fletcher. Ricochet moonsaulted off of Hobbs' shoulders and onto Fletcher and Takeshita on the arena floor. Hobbs hit Fletcher with a delayed vertical suplex. Fletcher fired back with a DDT on Ricochet. Takeshita and Fletcher rocked Ricochet with stereo kicks. Adam Cole was watching the match backstage on a monitor. It was made official per Tony Khan that next week, Dynamite, it will be Takeshita against Cole in a dream match. I don't call it a dream match. I mean, it is what it is. Hobbs nailed Takeshita with an avalanche power slam. Fletcher was there to break up Hobbs' pin attempt on Takeshita. Hobbs and Takeshita traded forearms in the center of the ring. Takeshita nailed Hobbs with a German suplex. Hobbs got right back up and took down Takeshita with a running clothesline. Ricochet and Fletcher made tags for the respective teams. Fletcher powerbombed Ricochet, but Ricochet kicked out at count of 2. Fans chanted, "This is awesome. This is awesome." Takeshita dodged a 450 from Ricochet and countered with a jumping knee strike. Ricochet went for a poison rana on Takeshita, but Fletcher drilled Ricochet with a doomsday device. Ricochet stunned Takeshita with a thrust kick. Takeshita took down Hobbs with a German suplex. Ricochet almost pinned Takeshita with a Hurricane Rana cradle. Ricochet connected with a shooting star press, but Takeshita managed to kick out at 2.99. Ricochet blasted Takeshita with another running shot and pinned the international champion, so we now know he'll be facing him at Full Gear. After the match, Fletcher attacked Hobbs and Ricochet with a steel chair. Mark Davis sprang to the ring and tried to talk sense into Fletcher. They shoved one another. Lance Archer blindsided Davis and battered him. Brian Cage nailed Davis with a lariat. Adam Cole sprinted to the ring, and he and Takeshita brawled to the back. Fletcher took a corkscrew driver. Was about to a screwdriver was about to use it on Davis, but Will Ospreay stormed to the ring, ground and pound Fletcher. Ospreay went for the hidden blade on Fletcher, but Fletcher avoided it and left the ring. Fletcher can't avoid Ospreay forever, said Excalibur. So Rampage is on tonight. Collision is coming from the Amita Mutual Pavilion in Providence, Rhode Island. And next Wednesday, they will be at the Total Mortgage Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And that is that. And that is that for the review for the week. So December is when Thursdays and Fridays I will be on. You get double dose of me. It'll just be so much easier, and it'll be flowing. I can relax, and I can actually don't have to. I have a daunting task. I'll have 3 shows each, and they should be running smoothly. And since Raw's only 2 hours, it'll be fantastic. So please do me a favor and go check out the people who I promote so dearly. Please go check out my Astro Classics at myAstroClassics.com, Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com, Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com, and go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. And please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, Cameo, all Mel's Mat Chat. Please do me a favor and go check out me on Snapchat and OnlyFans, Real Mel's Mat Chat. It's $5 a month on my OnlyFans. I want everybody to have a great weekend, and I'm back with episode 361 next week, and it's going to be we're going to be going through. We're going to be it's just going to be great, and I'll start getting everything prepared for Survivor Series, because I will be watching Survivor Series, but unfortunately, due to financial reasons, I can't watch Full Gear, and I'm upset about that. So it is what it is, but Christmas is coming, and I got to get my kid Christmas gifts. So I want everybody to have a great weekend, and I love you all, and I will see you next week. And I'm back, and I'm thankful that hopefully that you'll understand why I couldn't do what I was doing. So see you all next week. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye.